Having listened to members of the community, we approached Honorable Damisa, the legislator who nominated the project, to notify him of this development. He then put us in touch with the project supervisor and the contractor to hear their side of the story. This was done over a phone interview. Listen to this.
The scope was to consult. In fact, we consulted 3 culverts there. I'm surprised. We are in that community only work there. So my own surprise. Somebody can tell you that no work was done. It's surprising. So that's why I said it is better the awarding entity can tell you what we have done there before they even pay us money. The job was to construct some drainages, clear some, then culvert. We did about 30 culverts. The first one, the transformer down, then one the other side. Then the drainage is 2 ways. It's just going to be an ongoing project. But the honorable could not put money, and the awarding entity said they cannot fund it since there's no money being put to 2006. We have been struggling to see that money comes so that can bring it down. But all details of how the job was awarded was in the hand of Lower Nigeria, who gave us the job. I think that was.
This brings us to the question: before a project is executed, shouldn't leaders of the community be carried along? Shouldn't they also be sensitized on the scope of the project? Shouldn't they also sign off a project as being completed or not? These and more are questions one should ask to forestall situations like this. Now that the project has reappeared in the 2017 budget for another 10 million naira, what happens next? How do we ensure accountability and transparency this time? Let's take a breather. Stay with us. In the 2016 budget for constituency projects in Kogi State, there was a 150 million naira allocation for the construction of a cottage hospital, including doctors and nurses' quarters, mortuary, and provision of drugs and equipment for Kogi local government area of Kogi State. Please note that this project was tagged new. First observation: where in Kogi local government area is the project going to be sited? While you come to terms with this, in the 2017 budget, there is another 135 million naira for the completion of a cottage hospital, which includes furnishing in Lokoja local government area of Kogi State. Now this is confusing. Where does one start from to track this project? First, it was started in Kogi local government area. Now it is to be completed in Lokoja local government area. While we searched for this cottage hospital, we found one which was exactly similar. It was located in Esomi Osochodo community in Okene local government area. When we engaged members of the community, this is what they told us.
I'm one of those that, followed them to this place to give them a land. When they came and they introduced themselves that they need a piece of land, 200 by 200 at least in size, for the siting of a cottage hospital for the community. So, and we were so delighted. And we said, okay, if it is land, we put our heads together and then measure this plot, 200 by 200, really, for them. I think 2014. And they told us, the work is going to start immediately, that they are even here, they came here to ask for the land with the hospital equipment, with all the equipment. And actually, that is exactly what happened. After measuring, they said, okay, these are the equipment. It's not going to take, they told us it's not going to take time before they finish. And we were so happy that, okay, God has answered our prayer. So to our dismay, the project started dragging. So, and we pray and beg you people, the monitoring team, that they should please meet those concerned to see that this hospital is completed, and we will be happy, the community will be happy.
The importance of this facility, a cottage hospital in this environment, cannot be overemphasized. It's a very strategically located facility that will serve this community, Onyokoko Ward, and its environs. In Okene local government, we have just one general hospital. Officially, it's called zonal hospital. It's supposed to be a referral point for various hospitals within and outside Okene local government. The whole of the Kogi Central local government refer patients to zonal hospital Okene, properly known as General Hospital. So having this cottage hospital in this environment will go a long way to reduce the burden that zonal hospital Okene is faced with. We record a lot of mortalities, maternal mortality, child and neonatal mortality due to the hospital being overstretched. Now, for instance, we have most of the mortalities that are recorded in the general hospital, that we record in general hospital, as a result of people not having access to quality healthcare. They patronize other quacks due to the facilities in the zonal hospital being overstretched. If we should have a facility like this situated here and functional, it will go a long way to reduce the burden there and thereby improving the access of people to healthcare services. This community is a very large community. We have close to, maybe a rough estimate, you can say maybe 80,000 inhabitants here, just within. And even from the other villages in neighboring states, there are villages that are close to Edo State. People from Ekpoma do come to zonal hospital, the general hospital Okene, to access health services. This facility is closer to them, so they will be able to access health easier here. Then, in terms of all the, like I was talking about, the other facilities that are not well equipped, like the quacks around, if you have a facility here that is very functional, they will be put out of business and the health of our community will be better. A facility like this, a 20-bed facility, we should have at least 2 doctors, then 28 nurses, between 20 to 28 nurses on the average. Then if we can have like a pharmacist and maybe 3 to 4 pharmacy technicians, we'll have a lab scientist and maybe 2 to 4 medical laboratory technicians. Then other hospital attendants and other staffs.
Here where the hospital was situated, there's no other hospital here, no government hospital here at all. Before you can get to a government hospital, I think about more than 4 miles or 5 miles before you get to General Hospital Okene. So we are begging the government, if they can come, look at everywhere bushing. If we know that this is government property, people will be very surprised. So we are appealing to government to come to our aid. Because people, if somebody has a problem now, before you even trek more than 30 miles or enter motor more than 30 miles, if it's a serious case, the person will give up. So if there's a nearby hospital here now, quickly, the person here before anything can happen.
The people of the community are subjected to varying degrees of discomfort and even death in cases of emergency before they can access Medicare. All of this is happening despite having an abandoned hospital right under their nose. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back after this. Please stay with us.